I had this shirt that was white and it had this opening um, in the front that I really liked. It was cotton, it was a cotton knit. This here is a tricot that is more of a swimsuit fabric and it has a leopard print. I made the gray one the other day. It's like a grayish black. And this is the same print, but it's green. So I you'll see me using my old white shirt that pretty much had kind of become kind of dry rot, and then it was like coming apart at the seams. I had already mended it like, a year ago. It was just kind of becoming ratty. So I'm using that as my pattern. The gray one I tried to make exactly like the white one had been. And it was lined on the front bodice. Any of you out there who know what lined means, meaning that there were two complete pieces. One was not able to be seen, and with this one, I decided just to go simpler and not line it. My video isn't probably the best, looks like. I've never really done this before with a video. So I made the gray one the other day, and then I thought to myself, after I made it, I thought, oh, I should have done a video. So I had ordered quite a few, like I think maybe 5 of these fabrics. I was going to make dresses to sell, and a friend of mine had a spot at a boutique in downtown Norfolk and said that I could put things in her spot for a fee, but she's moving back to Detroit now, and that's not going to end up working out. So I have these fabrics that I kind of like them. They're probably not what I would have chosen for myself, but I do like them. And seeing it's winter, I don't really need to make 5 different bathing suits right now. Probably wouldn't want to make a bathing suit anyway because it's just easier to buy certain things. But this top, that was my white top, it had this cute detail in the front, and it was like just kind of open at the bust area and like a little peekaboo area. And so here I am cutting out the green top tonight, and this is a knit, and when you see me sewing with it later, you'll see that you'll see me struggling, and it's just a lot trickier to work with than it looks like. So it's not a woven. A woven would be like a lot of men's button-up shirts, or I guess there's sheets that are knits too, but like the regular sheets you would have for your bed, those are woven. And a woven is a lot easier to work with than a knit as far as like slipperiness. I had to use a special kind of needle for jersey knit. So if I had tried to use a regular sewing machine needle with this kind of fabric, it would have just not even worked. So there's a lot of, I've been sewing my whole life, pretty much taught myself starting around 10 or 11. So anyway, you'll see me. I also omitted, there was a zipper in the original. You'll see the zipper there. That's the back that I'm using. So of course I sped the video up so that it doesn't take forever. So on this one, I decided I didn't even want to do a back seam, and you see how I just folded that over to create one piece for the back. I still put the darts in it, had darts in the back and front bodice, but I just was simplifying it somewhat tonight. And this shirt has a peplum, which is sort of like a little, almost like a miniature skirt that just kind of goes out. So you'll see me here starting to kind of, it looks like I'm trying to fiddle with it, but it's just because This fabric likes to kind of stick to itself. It's usually used for dresses, tops like this, but I would say primarily for bathing suits. So, it's become popular to make leggings and casual wear with. So anyway, but it likes to stick to itself. So it's kind of it'll look like I'm fiddling with it, but it's just finicky. Very pretty fabric. Here I'm deciding that I'm not even going to stitch down the seam allowance there, which I could have. I just decided. So the nice thing about knits is you really don't have to finish the inside. Here I'm doing a dart. It has darts on the front and here I am starting to hem the bottom of the top. So like I said, it has a peplum, and a peplum is basically just like sort of like a skirt, but it goes on a top, and it just kind of gives it that little like flare. And so this is me just turning it up and sewing the hem close to kind of like the left there, close to the edge, and just making sure that everything is pretty even. I had trimmed off a couple places that weren't perfectly even. If I was making these to sell, I probably would turn it over twice and have more of a narrow hem. And the way you can see right there where my hand is passing, you can kind of see like the seam allowance inside it's not terribly wide, but if I was making this to sell, like I used to sell dresses, I would probably, do a little different. Here's my gray one and the green one. Do you see the extra there on the right? It has like just like this folded out area. It's just made differently. It has a back seam. I didn't put a zipper in it because honestly, at the store-bought one, I didn't even use the zipper. I did because it's a knit. You didn't need a zipper. So I'm showing you the differences